My boyfriend sleeps with other women because of my past trauma. Long story short, I, 21F, can't have sex with my boyfriend, 25M, because of past rape, trauma. I lost my virginity to rape and had an abusive relationship after and told him this before we even dated. To be clear, he was okay with it, but now sleeps with other women because he insists he needs sex. I get it. What do you all think I should do? Update. I am in therapy for my trauma and have made considerable progress. I am just not ready for sex yet. When I tell him it makes me feel disrespected by this, he says, sex is meaningless and I shouldn't be so sensitive. Update again. Yes, I know it's my fault. I haven't taken time to heal myself and I should have done so before getting into this relationship. I am still a student and I work a job, which I'm not using as an excuse for not getting help. But college is expensive and exhausting and I am barely affording therapy between school and other bills. I wasn't looking for one when we met. It just happened and I genuinely fell in love with him, which is why I was fully transparent about my trauma with him and have told him bluntly if it's too much for him I won't be hurt if he leaves. I am fully aware sex is an important part of a relationship and I'm working to be able to handle it. I'm just trying to understand it all. You can do whatever you want. If you're happy with the situation, more power to you. People have made crazier things work. But if you're happy with it, why are you posting here? If you're not, why are you still there? Only you have the answers to this one. Sex is not meaningless. Please, do you feel respected in this relationship? There's a lot to unpack here. Some of it contradictory. You've survived a lot of trauma and should be congratulated. Sex is part of a relationship and he's not wrong to want it. Opening the relationship should be a mutual decision. Between the unilateral cheating, blaming it on you, and rape jokes, your boyfriend sounds like a complete and utter asshole. I don't think you are in the right headspace to be in a relationship right now. Therapy and self-care until you can get to the point you can see what a tool your boyfriend is being. I hope you have had the opportunity to get trauma counseling for what you have been through. You also may find a sex therapist and pelvic floor physio may help you to deal with and potentially start to overcome your trauma. As for the boyfriend, it really comes down to how you feel about it. If it doesn't bother you and you are happy with your relationship, then there isn't a problem. If it makes you unhappy or uncomfortable, then it is probably time to move on from that relationship. As someone who also was raped and had a lot of trouble with sex, you need to focus on yourself and not him. He wants to have meaningless sex, then he can do that as a single man. If you are going to date anyone, you need to be dating someone who puts you first in every situation. Not someone who is actively cheating on you and using your rape as an excuse to do so. I don't even understand what this guy is thinking. I know it probably feels like you need him, but really consider my advice and think about yourself. For once, this isn't his life, it's yours, and you are the only one who really matters in it. You don't need some dildo on the sidelines throwing stones at your progress. Focus on yourself and get better so you can make love to those who deserve it. I can tell you right now, this guy does not deserve to be the person you sleep with when you're finally ready. A true deserving man would be by your side through this, not sticking his slime dog in other women. I think you need to see a licensed professional, and I'm not sure a relationship would be healthy for you at this time. Sorry op, you're in another abusive relationship, sad face. Your boyfriend's comment, that you shouldn't be so sensitive, tells me everything. You're not a willing participant in this arrangement. His treatment of you is probably not helping your healing journey. While it's understandable you don't want to have sex, you should either find someone who can be in a mutually respectful relationship with you, Or be single. It's okay to be single. He's making a lot of this about him. Your trauma is awkward for him, so he has the right to joke it away despite your discomfort. Sex is meaningless but priority enough that he cheats because he needs it. He understood your situation beforehand but not enough when he needed to confirm that your relationship is based on an emotional connection as well. When confronted with a partner's confusion and obvious discomfort, he decides it's time to take a moral high ground. I wasn't getting what I wanted, so I got it elsewhere without your input because need. You're overreacting. I can't tell you what to do, but consider how much your words, feelings and wishes are actually valued in that person's eyes. Keep healing yourself. That's top priority. Don't hurry or push progress. It will all come in due time. Those who value will wait. Open mouth smile. Your boyfriend is treating this like an open relationship. But the thing about open relationships is it only works if both people are on the same page. In other words, you both set the rules and have to abide by them. You never agreed to an open relationship and told him you feel disrespected, but he insists you're just being sensitive. In other words, your boyfriend is cheating on you and gaslighting you into thinking it's your fault. Because of your past trauma. He is garbage and you deserve better. Absolutely continue with therapy, but dump this dead weight of a boyfriend. He's doing nothing but hurting you and holding you back. This is another abusive relationship. That quote from him just tells everything. He's an insensitive loser. He's using you and the other girls he's sleeping with. You all deserve better than that. But if you're happy, you're happy. That's not for us to decide. It doesn't sound like he respects your feelings or boundaries. That's definitely not the type of relationship you need when you're trying to heal from some serious trauma. There are such good people out there. Don't settle for this. Leave him. Leave him. He obviously has no regard for your feelings or cares enough to. He cheats on you and you've said he makes rape jokes you're not okay with. Why continue to put up with that? Continue with your therapy and make progress. But being with him most likely isn't the right choice. Maybe be single until you're ready for the more sexual parts of a relationship, or find a partner who will respect you and your boundaries in that aspect. Wait, what? You struggle with trauma and he decides to cheat on you? Make jokes about rape and manipulates you to think you're too sensitive? This will only cause more trauma. This guy is awful. Run. You're allowed to leave a relationship if you're not happy. You don't owe this absolute doorknob of a man anything. Lord knows he's not worth any more of your time. This also seems like an abusive relationship. He mocks your trauma and calls it humor. And he's actively cheating on you. Honestly, for some people, sex is incredibly important in a relationship. But if you were not ready for that, he should have just moved on. It sounds like you need to work through your trauma and not be in a relationship. It just seems counterproductive in this case. But I'm not a therapist and this is just my opinion. Either way, I think you should leave this guy as he is only adding to your trauma. So, did you agree to let him see other women, specifically before he chose to do so? You also say he makes rape jokes. TBH, this guy is just another abusive boyfriend. Please leave. I don't even need to explain further why he is. Others have already done so. And when you heal, will you be comfortable that he slept with other women while you were healing? Or will you look back and think, if he really loved me and wasn't selfish, he would have waited for me and supported me. This relationship won't last long term. I would cut it off now and save the heartbreak later on.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.